name's Tahir Shah and welcome to Twittollower. Now if you're watching this video then there's a very good chance that 1. You want thousands of targeted followers on your Twitter account who you know want to listen to what you have to say, and you want them as quickly as possible, and in fairness, who could blame you? Or 2, you need a mechanism to drive targeted traffic to your own or other people's websites quickly, easily, and more importantly, repeatedly. And you're wanting to find out, or you're convinced already, that Twitter is the medium to deliver that traffic for you. And you're wondering if Twitter is the coffee, whether Twittollower is the cream. The good news is that whatever the scenario, you're definitely at the right place, and in this video I'll explain firstly why Twitter is definitely the medium that you should be looking to for quality targeted traffic that you can tap into again and again and again. Secondly, why Twittollower beats any other system for adding Twitter followers hands down, and compared to other systems, how Twittollower will save you an absolute fortune not only in cost but also in time that with other systems you'd still have to personally invest in order to grow your Twitter following. Thirdly, how Twittollower is working for other people and how starting today can be working for you. And fourthly, I'll explain how little it costs to start right now and how you can start any followers on your Twitter account. I promise you that. So now, hopefully, you should be able to see for real the traffic that can be generated from Twitter. And when you can convert that very same targeted traffic to sales, then that's what's known in the industry as happy days. Let's talk about Twittollower itself. What is Twittollower? Well, in a nutshell, Twittollower is the world's first truly 100% automated system that allows you to grow a huge and very targeted Twitter following in any niche of your choosing, fast and 100% hands-free. So how does Twittollower work? Well, there are millions of people in practically every niche that you can think of that use Twitter, aren't there? And in each of those niches, there are obviously those who are at the top of their game. Now these people will usually have lots of followers who are interested in what they do. So from everyone on Twitter, if you could specifically target a top golfer, for example, the top golfer will undoubtedly have lots of followers who all share an interest in golf. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Now, if you were selling a golfing related product or service, what if you could take that person's followers and get them to follow you? Think you'd do less business or more business in the golfing niche? And again, from everyone on Twitter, if you could specifically target a top internet marketer, naturally that person will have followers who are interested in internet marketing, won't they? Take for example the targeted traffic Willie Crawford sent to me from his Twitter account. Now what if you could take all of the followers already following the top internet marketer and make them follow you as well? Would you do less business or more business in the internet marketing niche? Whether your interest is in fly fishing or in personal development or in boxing, it doesn't matter. What if you could precisely target certain Twitter accounts to make their followers follow you? Would that give you a disadvantage or a major advantage in targeting that particular marketplace? It would give you a major advantage, wouldn't it? And that's exactly what Twittollower will do. And what if you could do that with a number of targeted accounts so that your account attracted followers from several top authorities in that niche simultaneously? That would give you an even bigger advantage over all of them. Why? Because you now have their individual followers following you, and you also have the followers of their peers or even their competition following you too. Isn't that exciting? Now stop, and your unconscious now should be able to see and remember and feel really excited about what it feels like to see your Twitter follower numbers increase on a daily basis into the hundreds and thousands very quickly. See them. Remember that feeling, because with Twittollower it fast becomes a reality. Did you know that most systems that people try or use to gain more Twitter followers, in practice, even with semi-automated Twitter tools out there, which they might be using to mass follow or mass unfollow lots of people at a time, require at least an hour or a couple of hours minimum time investment on your part every single day? Now, if you've ever tried any, you'll already know what a boring and tedious process it can be to follow and unfollow people on your Twitter account each day, be it manually or even with the help of semi-automated tools. However, you might be thinking, just 2 hours hours a day in return for thousands of Twitter followers over time. That isn't all that bad really, is it? Is it? Let's put that into perspective, shall we? Based on just 2 hours a day, that's 365 days in a year multiplied by 2 hours. That's equal to 730 hours a year. In other words, based on a typical 8-hour full working day, 730 hours equals 104 full working days, working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. Or quite simply, that translates to, based on a 5-day working week, Monday to Friday, working again from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's 20 full working weeks, or just over 5 full months. Now, here's a question. Can you afford to spend that kind of time building followers for a single Twitter account? If the answer is no, then you need Twittollower. It's that simple. And which would you prefer, having to spend 730 hours a year or 0 hours in total to get the very same or even better results in order to grow your Twitter following? Again, if your answer is 0 hours, then you need Twittollower. It's that simple. Twittollower will do all of the work for you and work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. Quite simply, so that you don't have to. Great, isn't it? Fantastic, isn't it? If you are a busy person, or even just a lazy person when it comes to tedious tasks, it makes no difference. Twittollower is a great investment when it comes to saving you time. So you can see that Twittollower saves you time, but what does it do for you in the time that it saves you? I mean, it's all a bit academic if all it does is add 3 or 4 extra followers each week, or even worse, each month for you, right? How does it actually perform while saving you time? How many extra followers does it bring for you on a daily, weekly, or even a monthly basis? What can you expect? Let's take a look. Okay, so here we are in twittercounts.com, and what twittercounts.com allows us to do is it allows us to take a look at any Twitter account and see what the growth of that Twitter account has been and how that growth has been. So I want to look at 3 accounts just to give you an idea, and what I did with these 3 accounts is I took them out of the Twittollower system and then I put them back in on the 16th of December. So if we take a look at this first one, on the 16th of December, I mean, you can see here this is sort of starting to go on a downward trend here, but on the 16th of December I put this back into Twittollower, and you can see it had 4,161 followers here, and today, which is the 21st of December, it's got 5,097. So in a matter of 5 days we've got over 900 followers. Let's take a look at the next account. Okay, and this account again, you can see over here, you can see where I took it out of the Twittollower system, and it dipped over here and it was put back into Twittollower on the 16th, and it went from 3,070 followers, and this by today in a matter of 5 days has gone to 3,882. So again, over 800 followers added to this Twitter account in 5 days. Let's look at the third one. And this account has gone from 3,666 followers, again in 5 days it's gone to 4,572. It's added over 900 followers in 5 days. Now, whilst I've shown you these accounts that were already in the system for a short period, and I took them out and then I put them back in, just to illustrate the growth of how the accounts will grow using Twittollower, what I want to do is I want to show you an account that I've set up today from absolute scratch. And you can see, okay, 0 followers, prediction for tomorrow is 0, and I've plugged this account into the Twittollower system so that you can see how the account performs in 24 hours and get a real feel for what your account might perform like within 24 hours of you joining Twittollower. In just 24 hours, new account I created has 472 followers already, and that's just in 24 hours.